It's been one crazy October. Alright, let's get this started. Sure. I get better. We're going to set with propane because that's just freaking hilarious. I get better where he sits over there because it's just hilarious. Some Bugs Bunny shit. I don't think he's gonna tell us. Non-gay frog, by the way. Non-gay frog. I'm drinking coffee. How many licks it takes? I don't think the frog's gonna tell us. You never know. He might. Probably not. Just doesn't always want to cooperate. There we go. Hopefully you're semi-entertained. I am. Thank you for watching. Just about to let her happen today doing yard work, just raking up leaves. It's at age 49, I don't ever remember an October like this, let alone a season like this. And sure, fine, half of the 80s I was a kid, so but the last decade I can definitely tell you it hasn't been like this, and the last 40 years hasn't been like this. 30 for sure. We've always had funny Halloweens and stuff, but the last decade they've been cooler. And I mean, we've had snow before on Halloween, so I mean, it's always up in the air. But when we first moved here, it was wet. And then it was cold. Because 7 years ago, I had the van with the Joker outside, and I wanted to put the puppies that I had the pictures of that are now 7 years old. 7 years old. They're the ones that had the DC costumes. Had Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batgirl. Dottie Pumpkin, Oliver, and Oscar. And they were going to be in the van with all the decorations and stuff, but it was so freaking chilly that we barely had. I think I ate more atomic fireballs than I gave out that year. So I've always had atomic fireballs for the adults. I personally enjoy them, and if you as an adult are bringing your child to get candy, because I give out full size bars for actual children in costumes. Used to anyway. We haven't had trick or treaters in years. But yeah, I used to give out full size candy bars. And then the local kids, there'd just be, all that other nerds and, whatever. You take whatever they wanted. Oh, I should have got a tea. A little bit of whiskey. I'll have to go run and do that real fast. Okay, y'all keep an eye on the frog. Make sure he don't do something gay. We can't have no gay frogs up in here, yo. That don't work for me, brother. I really don't want to get up and move yet. So I'm not gonna. I don't know. What's his good side? What's he had of it? Yeah, I'm thinking that's about it, right? Right about there. Yeah. There's the. Oh shit, that's kind of cool. It's really fucked up because I'm stoned and you should really see it from my eye. So I can look at him and then look at him and it's like, whoa. No, I'm just fucking with you. Ain't no gay frogs here. I know this is going to be the last nice day we have. I just know it. It's going to be wet and rainy and cold and shitty. Well, I guess on the plus side, if it's wet, we can finally burn. Apparently, we've had half of the time I burnt, we were had a damn burn pan, I guess, which made no sense to me. I'm burning in a pit like you're supposed to. Now there was going to be a huge backyard bonfire. I gotta get a different phone for my other line because then we could be listening to music or something out here while I'm streaming. Gotta be having some trees down next week. Hopefully, it'll be nice out because I can that way I can go out and film it. If not, I'll have to do like I did last time, just work with Carhartt. How the hell you gonna be all not working with unlimited data? Crappy ass Xfinity. Oh shit. Right there. That way, if somebody's in the chat, I'll see the chat. Basically, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Be glad you can't smell his feet because they'd be stinking. Well, they're one a big truck. Well, this is a nice way to end 2024. In October, anyway. Tomorrow will be Halloween, and we've got rain and wind at 50 degrees. Predicted. Right now, what is it? According to 72. It is 72 in our little area here. 72 degrees. Very nice. And the wind. Making it feel perfect. As a matter of fact, now I am going to get that tea. Give me a favor and keep eyeing on the frog. Make sure you don't start doing stupid gay shit. Because if he does, we're going to have to put him down. Down, down, down. We'll put him down, down, down. I don't know. Yeah. years. Yeah. My official 2.5 men from the CPS store. Yes, yes. What's up, Gap? I had to go get a tea. There we go. And then, yeah, we gotta have our smoke. And our non gay frog. But yeah, it's a beautiful evening. It's one of those where it's like, man, I wish my tripod wasn't in the house, and I would have thought about it ahead of time. But I pretty much just kept doing yard work from 3 o'clock on, and then it got so dark I couldn't see. And I still kept going for a good 10 minutes. But yep. And this little silly fucker. I've got a little kid's chair over there sitting on the propane tanks, and it just makes me laugh because I have him sitting there on it. I guess it just reminds me of the old Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner shit. And I don't know, it makes me laugh. Pretty much the world we're living in, you gotta find something to laugh at and or about. And then the lighter here. This was from Florida. It's a Harley Davidson engraved Aces High. Pretty badass. I have to watch the playback. But yeah. I'll get much more American than that. Yeah, that beautiful, right? Look at the reflection. Woo! The reflection of the reflection of the reflection, baby. That's crazy. Thank you, Donald Trump, for the right to try. Cannabis has been proven all the good things it can do. It's time and the adults spoke. And just like overturning Roe versus Wade was a great thing to get the government so it has absolutely no say in something it shouldn't have had anything to do with in the first place, and leave it up to the states so that the people in the states can take care of that. If you live in an area you don't like what they do, then you can move to an area that does what you like. You know what I mean? It's that simple. If you're that selfish. But, yeah. I'm living proof of what can be accomplished with it. With 40 years of diabetes under my belt, tons of nerve damage. I'm in way better shape than I've ever been. Especially for the age and the miles. I wish someone could explain how being on disability, the government says I live in poverty because I don't make $500 a week, but they're the ones that control what we get, keeping me in that poverty line. And then we have insurance, but nobody takes it. Or, in my case, the sensors I need at the local stores that have them don't take the Humana Gold I have because it's a two-parter, which means it's Medicaid and Medicare. So they don't take it, but it shouldn't matter. If I live in poverty and I need this to live, then why should it matter what version of some stupid insurance I'm on? Shouldn't I just get the part that I need to make the thing work so I can live longer and have a healthier life, since they won't let me do stem cells? I'd like cells. I've had diabetes for 40 years. I think it's my right to my body, right? Oh, my stem cells. So I wanted to use my stem cells to see if it can pancreas. Because I've pretty much done about everything I can do on my own, not eating fast food, not eating junk food, staying as far away from sugar as possible, but everything's got sugar in it. I'm trying to go with only natural sugars. I never thought I'd be at 180 pounds either. Healthy. Wasn't trying to, but all the life changes and constant working out and eating better. You know, I do good. I could do better. I mean, it's definitely an improvement from the fall. And I mean, this season is the last season because we're, well, let's see, we're already two trees shy now what we would have had from the Ash versus Evil tree and the hickory that was behind it that had to go. And then they're going to finally take the tree of the dead that I love, but it's got to go because if it falls, it's going to hit the garage. So it's got to go. And then the one closest to the house and the one closest in the front to the septic, those two are going to be gone. So we're just going to have that one cherry bloom tree right there in front of the house because the maples will be gone, or the oaks, rather. I'm sorry, the oak trees will be gone. And then we've got the two back here to get done. And then a few around the garage to just get completely wiped out. Get a new roof on the garage. That's coming up soon as well. So yeah, I don't know, it should be good. Let's see. But I will definitely have less leaves next season. 2025 fall season shouldn't be too bad because the leaves are just now starting to fall. Half of them are still changing colors. So we'll see what happens. But generally, Generally, we get like 2 weeks of decentish weather, nowhere near as nice as this, but maybe mid 60s, you know. Um, and half the time it's still a little wet. I mean, we're talking you're in a hoodie. You can wear a hoodie and you're good. It was hoodie weather. Um, but yeah, for me, just a tank top and a hoodie or a tank top cutoff hoodie. Because I do generally wear a cutoff or a tank top in the house. Just depends. But either way, that's part of the normal daily attire. It's either pajama pants or gym shorts. I only wear people clothes when we go to cons, and we went to one con this year, and that was it. And then if ETEP if we're going to damn it, the Comic Con up there in Grand Rapids. There we go. He wasn't sure if he was going to be going to if there was a family thing that same weekend or not, and then oh Christ, what's the fellow's name? Dude that lives here, in the same state. Instant Regret. That cat was maybe gonna come and do this, maybe do the meetup because it's been 3 years since ETEP and I met with Phoenix Animation when he had a table. And then, yeah, started what became a YouTube career with Four Horsemen and ETEP. Wakulian from First Place to Be Reviews, now wrestling with Horror 420. A whole lot of fun. I've been lucky. So yeah, that's a possibility though. I think it was the 14th, 15th, or 16th, somewhere around there. So if ETEP's going, and I might be able to go as well. So it's a possibility anyway. It just depends on who, what, and how many. But we know the where and the when and the why. But yeah, I don't know. That'd be pretty cool to do that again. But in the same instant, I try to avoid public as much as possible and just stay out here in my woods. Um, and I haven't been sick other than, well, my granddaughter got me sick when we were at the con. So again, I mean, and it could have been anything. She had had the snivels, but nothing, no fever, no crazy bullshit or anything. But when we were there, she wasn't really feeling the greatest, which we didn't know till that night. We were only there the one night, so that's why we took off a little bit earlier because she wasn't feeling so good, and it just made more sense to get home. But again, it was great to see everybody and to meet Mick Foley with my daughter and my granddaughter. My daughter, who when I watched Mick Foley wrestle was 2 years old, and there was my 27-year-old daughter with her 2-year-old daughter, my granddaughter, and Mick freaking Foley, the hardcore legend. Whether you loved him or hated him, it doesn't matter. He's an icon. It's like Piper was, at least to me. Um, but that was a very special moment. And it makes me think of some of the people that we've lost, those moments that never were able to be. But I was lucky enough to have the go to Jersey and finally see the secret stash, the new one, go by where the old one was. The Jay and Silent Bob dogs, because I jokingly called them because there were two boys that we were running. One went to Jersey and one went somewhere else. But wait, one went to Jersey, one went to New York, Boston, Boston. One went to Boston. Um, so we drive to. We delivered the first one. We still had the second one with us, and we were just kind of looking. We're like, "Well, can we bring the puppy in?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, sure." I go, "It's okay. He identifies as a human," and they all giggled. So me, it was a lot to take in because I'd been waiting to go there with my buddy Josh from the '90s when we first met freshman year. Um, and I ended up going with my daughter, and I wanted to smoke weed outside of where he filmed Clerks, since it's right there, and he now owns what was the video store where Randall worked. So, and previous to this with my daughter, I'd met Angela Straven and Justin Proper for the first time in Ohio, and met Brian O'Hala and Jeff Anderson and Jason Mewes, who I had played Fortnite with and had conversations with on his Twitch stuff. Real cool dude. And I gave him Jeff Hicks Stealing Solo like I promised him. I was going to mail it to him, but hell, I was able to give it to him. Jeff personalized it, and then they got to talk on the flight when Jeff went back to California. So that was pretty cool, man. For me, anyway, as the super fan, that is. Um, but like he knew who I was, Frank and the Clan, and I had shirts from the Quick Stop, one for me and one for Jez Oldfield from Digital Pollution, my British buddy Jez. One of two. I have one, he has the other one. Um, and I said Frank and the Clan, and Jason Mewes wrote I Heart Wieners because he knew who I was because of Frank and the Clan. Um, and that stuff was shared on Twitter. You can find it on my Twitter. But it was really cool getting to meet Mewes and Brian and Jeff Anderson. I haven't got to meet Kevin Smith, and one day I hope to be able to tell him a story because he shared so many of his, and I'm a Kevin Smith fan from back in the day, from Clerks to Mallrats, and so on and so forth. All the greats, man. Um, he's the one cat that I'm nervous to meet because I've met quite a few people, and meeting Jason Mewes was everything I ever thought it would be. The fact he remembered who I was, just because I was on, his Twitch stuff, and yeah, I did get to play. Like I said, the Fortnite with him once, and then that's when the computer was all jacked up, and I ended up getting dropped out, sadly. Um, but I mean, I had a lot of fun during some of my recovery time on the computer with stuff like that, or World Class Bullshitters, Doomcock back in the day. Um, Rookie Critic, Moist, Brandon Moist. You know, a lot where I met a lot of people. Um, but being there with my daughter was really cool, and then finding out I was going to be a grandpa was pretty cool. Because I wanted to smoke weed, like I said, right there. I thought, well, this would be great. My daughter and I can smoke weed. You know, fuck, motherfuck, fuck, motherfucker. Anyway, so we got to stand there and get some pictures, and I got to go into Quick Stop and film stuff and talk with the guy working, and he's like, "What are you doing tomorrow?" And we were on our way to Virginia to see Seth and Tommy from the men's room because Kevin was going to be there, and the fact that it was like, since he knew I was from Indiana, and I was like, I've always wanted to be here. I dreamed that because I never thought I'd get to go. I never thought I'd make it. With the backstory of the counseling and them saying, you know, I wouldn't live long with juvenile diabetes. So seeing the movies and that, and my friends, and you know, then later in life with the kids. I don't know. It was just one of those moments in time that I never thought would happen, and I was able to be there with my daughter. So it was, and my granddaughter before. So us there, and Jeff Hicks had been there too, so that was kind of cool. And when we went to the secret stash, because I watch that when I had Amazon Prime, I was the guy that was constantly watching it. It played on repeat 24/7. I just played and played and played and played and played because I just loved comic book men, and I always wanted to go there, but they moved. I would have made it before they moved, but things happened that I don't want to talk about. But we got to go check it out, yo. It was cool. We got to go to the new one, and I got to meet Walt Flanagan and Mike Sapsik, who was awesome. A lady that was like, "Can the puppy say he's a kitty?" I go, "Well, it's 2024, right? So he just identifies as a kitty." But Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith were going to be at the stash, and they were launching their new shirts. Now, being there, I grabbed one because I was like, oh man. And I grabbed a Joker book that's downstairs, which I will be showing tomorrow on with Vinny Art for the Thursday toy stream. But I got a shirt that wasn't in the system yet. I was the very first one to get the new Jay and Silent Bob shirt for the stash. And I still have it in my room in the office. But yeah, I was the guy that got the very first one. It was so cool. And I have Cryptozoic Man, which I will be showing again tomorrow on Vinny Art at I think 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. But I got to meet Walt and Mike, and Mike was really really cool. But I was really taking everything in, you know, even though it was the new location, and you know, just what that universe meant to me personally. Still haven't seen Saving Amy or whatever. You know, there's a few that I didn't see, but the majority of the movies I saw and I really liked, and to be there was really cool. And then I got to be there with Mick Foley this year with my daughter and granddaughter, and I don't know, it was kind of just, it was living the past. It was getting a Transformer brand new, you know, when Generation 1 was Transformers. Or the Star Wars toys from 78 on, you know. Pretty awesome moments that I got to experience anyway, and some people that I stream with have as well. But yeah, getting to meet Kevin Smith would have been awesome. And I wasn't able to go to the Horror Hound, the second one this year, and he was there. It crushed me a little bit inside, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. Maybe I'll get lucky and Alan Stewart, who does the local Elkhart Comic Con, maybe the stars will align and Mr. Smith will somehow hear the call from the superfan to come to Elkhart Comic Con so I can meet thee and give you the story that I want to give you for what his movies have done for me. Um, from not having many friends, from being different, diabetes. Now people don't think anything of it, but back then it was totally different. You were fucking a freak. I had good people though that looked right past all that and didn't care. And my circle then was small, and they got married and had kids, and well, then you just work. But those movies meant a lot to me. Mallrats was great because I was a mall rat. Clerks. I'm not even supposed to be here today. They told me I wouldn't live to make it in my mid 20s. Yeah, I don't know. Wanted to thank him for that. And again, I never thought I'd even see Jersey. I love The Sopranos. I know Vinny's not a big fan, but I don't care. I love that. I love that fucking series. And right now, the Penguins just smoking, baby. But yeah, it was really cool to experience it with my daughter, and then meet Seth and the guys, and that was when she was pregnant, and that was before Seth's son was born, and we streamed. It was after the COVID nonsense, and we all streamed from Seth's place. All of us from the men's room were there that could be there, including Brian. I've had a lot of really cool people I met from World Class and the show after the show. Channel Dad Brian Labe, whose birthday was the same as my is the same as my father's. I thought that was really cool. To meet Father of Nine and his lovely bride, and quite a few of the people right in that area, man, that we all streamed with from time to time on the men's room. It was really cool to have all of us together. At that point, Samantha wasn't feeling very well. She was having pregnancy, not agreeing with her. But that was really special. And to get to meet all of Seth's family during the baby shower. Here's my hillbilly white boy ass down in Virginia with the Appalachian American, Tommy Gunn, Seth's entire family, as if we went to school together. I was accepted for who I was, and yeah, it was really cool. It was very, very cool. And again, that was very special. People don't understand the relationships that are built these days from silly little platforms like YouTube. But I've met some really cool people across the globe here. I'm using Discord for talking to Mr. Peabody, Jez, and Brent, and Cub, and just another nerd, Mr. Jeff. To many other people as well. Stick Kenobi. You know, Doomcock. The after the after shows with Doomcock were always fun. Back when YouTube was fun. But yeah, I mean, you get a couple of these moments sometimes if you're lucky. I've been blessed and had a few. A lot of them have to do though with many people I've met here on this platform through this platform, having been whether we like Brutal Morning Woods, you know, somebody I talked to in the chat, just as I did with Brandon Moist, who becomes a very good friend that we chit chat back and forth all day, almost every day, as all of the horsemen do. 'Cause we are all nomads anyway, no matter from what creed, religion, area, we're all the same. Once you accept that, it's really not much to argue over. So, I don't know. But they say don't meet your heroes. I've been lucky enough to meet quite a few of mine, and it was worth it. Adrian Paul was awesome. Another almost speechless moment was looking him a hero eye to eye. Same with Flash Gordon. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was another breathless moment. Just like, oh, such a cool dude. And then afterwards, because I had the what was it? The United States title is the men's room title for the channel. Just goofing around. The con that Alan Stewart did. That was really cool getting to meet them. Dean Kane's coming back this year, so maybe I'll go and see him. I was gonna go when Lou Ferrigno was here. I really wanted to meet Lou, but just wasn't meant to be. Unfortunately, weather was bad and he was having a bad Beatus day, so I didn't get to go then. But from there, I've gotten to hang out with people that I admire and are so talented, and I get to call them friends, like Vinny and Chris, Red Gaze. You know, I know you ain't been around. I still include you, brother. You know, you didn't ever do no wrong to me. Not saying that you did to anyone. I'm just, you were always really cool, and thank you for that. You know, it's always good to have people just to stream with and have fun that aren't trying to use you because of other people you know or but yeah, it's been really really cool this ride. Got to go the day before I met ETEP, and my middle brother, and I went up there. I got the weekend, so I figured, well, he wanted to drive, so I was like, oh well, then we'll come home. So then I don't got to worry about staying. So I'll just drive back up the next day in the Prius. Because I offered my brother he could drive the Prius, but we went in his truck, Christopher. Yeah, we got to have as adults go to a con together. The first time I'd ever been to a Comic Con, and the first time he and I ever went to a con, and it was really cool. Had a lot of fun. And two brothers just got to hang out and spend some quality time together. You know. I hope sometime myself, Patrick, Chris can get together and do something again. You know, if the time lords permit it. I do miss my brothers. I know they're busy doing stuff as well, and But yeah, I got my other family, my YouTube family as well. And it's kind of cool how we all are in different states, from Florida to Jersey, to, other parts into New York to Chicago, Michigan, Indiana, Pennsylvania, you know, Ohio, Vegas, some people in California. You know, it's just crazy. Texas, of course, Arkansas. I mean, it's just so many of us that have just been in chats and then on panels that have all connected one way or another. It's so cool. Really is. We've been lucky. I was talking about you earlier. It's the perfect evening. It's like 72 degrees. There's a beautiful breeze. This is the when we used to Discord, man. The weather we used to have back then when we were Discording and shit, dude. It was great, just like this. I love it. I'm on data. I'm on my fucking cell phone, and should be no issues. Yeah, there you go, Xfinity for you. But yeah, I got done and it was just so beautiful. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna come sit the hell out here. There used to be a YouTuber I would watch. I can't fucking remember his name now. Well, shit. Anyway, it was an older fella. He was a vet and this, that, and the other. And cabbie. And he'd have a fire pit and cook a meal and just talk to, he'd just sit there and talk. And pretty cool dude. He's one of the ones he'd sit there and read all the messages and stuff, like Odin and us too, back in the day when we all met on YouTube here. When it was fun. But yeah, I don't know, it just kind of reminded me of that. I've done the fire pits and haven't really hosted a lot of anything because I do so much from the phone now because it's easier to just do it from the phone than our ancient ass computers. Um, but I mean, in the decade I've been here, the weather's not in this area of Elkhart. There has never been a October like this, for one, that I can ever remember, and two, the majority of Halloweens it had been cold, windy, and wet here at this location. We've been here a decade, so we had where it was so weather, kind of hoodie-ish weather. You didn't want to be out just in a t-shirt or cut off or anything like that. Blue jeans fine, hoodie, t-shirt. Unless you're like me and Peabody, then you just wear layers. Or for me, it's usually just cut off tank top. There's the other way around. Put on a tank top, and then tank top, gym shorts, warm up pants, cut off, hoodie. That's my general layer. Sometimes, if it's the extra cold, that's when you throw the thermals on. Long johns or. And then when the weather's where it's at, winter boots, coveralls, coats. Haven't had to put on the extra snowsuit yet. but I got it for if and when I do got to. So that should be fun. But no, this just reminds me of the people, all the Junes, Julys, Augusts, Septembers, all the evenings we spent together out here, you know, over the last freaking. Well, I've been doing YouTube, what, since 18, 16, 17, 18? Somewhere in there. I mean, I think the year I met Jeff was 18. So I've been YouTubing for 6 years. From being in the chat and then actually going on WCBS and Patreon and watch parties to live streams with Doomcock and all the other people having fun, good times. So yeah, now hanging out here, just chilling, getting ready to close this up probably, and jump on with Peabody, talk with him. Can't quite read that, but that's all right. But yeah, man, it's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful weather. You know, I can't complain. It's the kind of weather you want. You know, it's the kind of weather we deserve. They can control the damn weather, then give us this weather all the time. You sons of bitches. I saw a video. It was a Rogan clip where they were talking about how the ivermectin was used for forever with our Secret Service and all that, and so they knew it worked, and that explained Peabody why What's His Nuts was hiding it, because again they already knew that shit before they dumped it on us, fuckers. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, some bullshit election in a couple days, and it's Halloween at least. Well, it's Devil's Night tonight. You know, another reason I'm streaming, because hey, why not? It's Devil's Night, brother. You gotta do something. But yeah, I got a bunch of yard work done. Felt good to be out here and spend a good half of the evening getting what little bit of leaves are down, because it's not even a fourth. Oh, it's not even a fourth of the leaves that are gonna fall this season, man. Like, it's almost pointless, other than the fact I would be drowning to my waist. It gets so bad that the pull behind tractor thing, you get one swoop and it's full, spitting shit out of the back of it because it's over full. Now I will not lie. Yes, the rider is more fun than what I did today with the rake and leaf blower, but either way, I enjoyed it. If I had a good way of recording it with the phone in my pocket while I did this stuff, I'd have you guys there. But I used the phone for music. Sorry. Plus, it's not like anybody really wants to see my ass doing yard work. I just enjoy sometimes putting up the views that I get to see, because man, am I lucky to see that much. I am lucky. I guess that's my wife, because I'm willing to do yard work. And and it's got to get done anyway. I've been playing catch up since 2018, so. I think they said it was 2016 I fell. I don't know. I know I met Jeff in 18. That was the Indianapolis Horror Hound. So yeah, it was like 2018. But either way, it's been a wild ride on the YouTube. From now, you don't have freedom of speech when you should. It's worse than the movie Good Morning Vietnam with Robin Williams being on the radio is being on the YouTubes in 2024. While all this insanity happens, you can't talk about it because, their feelings. So it is cool to see the Land O'Lakes is going back to putting the Indian on, and maybe Aunt Jemima can get her spot back. Maybe we can get the old school log cabin to have log cabins again. Uncle Ben's. Maybe Uncle Ben will be safe back on the rice box. It won't be considered racist by whatever mental retard fucking thought that bullshit up. Because that matters. Not at all. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's pretty sad that supposedly Putin backs. They claim that Putin backs the communist Biden party here, Harris, but wants to talk to Trump to hopefully be able to not have World War III. Doesn't want to talk to Biden or the administration that is currently in power at the White House. Wants to talk to the guy that was in power when we had 4 years of peace with everyone, and who polls have showed won the presidency already before we've even voted. It's pretty much over. Because we've already seen the states, the swing states, and how many illegals or people that are dead voted, or oh gee look, there's more people registered to vote than there are people living in the state, or there's more votes than registered voters, because there's been that one as well. Like, if you don't have voter ID and can't get your fucking house in order, then you're disqualified from the fucking election. Get your fucking house in order. Or, hi, I'm Negan. It's time the people step in at that point. And take care of it their damn selves. I mean, before Mike Pence stabbed every American in the back and Caesared us. The one good thing he did for Indiana was he had passed a thing where we weren't giving money to the other states and their illegal problem. We were taking care of our own problems in our state, and that's where our money stayed. Our state funds stayed, and they were all pissy about it. That was like the one good thing. And then allowing the religious right stuff, because again, that I do believe, you don't want to be a bigot. But seriously, you know what I mean? Like, that's fine, whatever. God, it's so nice out here. The stupid chat doesn't. So I've got that purple decaffeinated berry tea with some of her whiskey vanilla. Black Label Jameson. There's my 2.5 men cup because I'm sorry, it's still pimping and cool. And then I got the marijuana. I don't remember. This was that cheap ounce stuff, $25 an ounce, and man, I'm still on the first ounce. Well, I'm about at the end of the first ounce, and we're about to go into November. So, if I sacrifice getting more, well, if I find it on sale, I'll get more. Fireworks. Gotta love living in the county, baby.